Always be silent in 5 situations. 1. When you are angry. Anger is a powerful emotion that can lead us to say things we regret. When we are angry, it is important to take a step back and calm down before saying anything. Silence can give us the time and space we need to do this. A young man was once walking through the forest when he came across a wise old man. The young man was angry about something that had happened to him earlier that day, and he began to rant and rave to the old man. The old man listened patiently, and when the young man was finished, he said, "I have a gift for you." The old man took a small stone from his pocket and handed it to the young man. "This is a magic stone," he said. "When you are angry, hold this stone in your hand and say nothing. The stone will absorb your anger, and you will be calm." The young man thanked the old man and took the stone. He put it in his pocket and continued on his way. A few days later, the young man was walking through the forest again when he came across a group of bullies. The bullies started to pick on the young man, and he began to feel angry. But he remembered the stone in his pocket, and he took it out and held it in his hand. The young man said nothing, but the bullies could see that he was not afraid of them. They eventually backed down and walked away. The young man realized that the old man had been right. The stone had absorbed his anger, and he had been able to remain calm. He was grateful for the old man's gift, and he always kept the stone with him. 2. When you are listening. One of the most important skills in communication is listening. When we are listening to someone, we should give them our full attention and avoid interrupting. Silence shows that we are interested in what they have to say and that we value their opinion. A woman was once going through a difficult time in her life. She decided to talk to her friend about what was going on. The woman's friend listened patiently, and she did not interrupt once. When the woman was finished talking, her friend said, "Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm so sorry that you're going through such a difficult time. I'm here for you if you need anything." The woman was touched by her friend's support. She felt so much better after talking to her, and she knew that she could always count on her friend to be there for her. 3. When you are learning. When we are learning something new, it is important to be quiet and focus. Silence helps us to absorb information and to remember what we have learned. A student was once taking a test in class. He was very nervous, and he kept looking around at the other students. He couldn't focus on the test, and he started to make mistakes. The teacher noticed that the student was distracted, so she walked over to his desk and put her finger on her lips. The student understood, and he became quiet. He was able to focus on the test and finish it with confidence. 4. When you are reflecting. Silence is a great time to reflect on our thoughts and feelings. It can help us to gain clarity and to make better decisions. A man was once feeling lost and confused. He didn't know what to do with his life. He decided to go for a walk in the woods to clear his head. The man walked through the woods for hours. He didn't talk to anyone, and he didn't listen to any music. He just walked in silence and reflected on his life. By the time the man returned home, he had a much clearer idea of what he wanted to do. He realized that he wanted to change his career and pursue his passion for writing. 5. When you are meditating. Meditation is a practice of focusing the mind on the present moment. It can help us to reduce stress, improve our focus, and increase our self-awareness. Silence is an essential part of meditation. It helps us to quiet our minds and to focus on our breath. A woman was once new to meditation. She found it difficult to quiet her mind and to focus on her breath. She would often get distracted by her thoughts. One day, the woman was meditating when she realized that she was getting distracted by her thoughts. She stopped meditating and took a few deep breaths. Then she started over, and this time she focused on her breath. The woman continued to meditate for 10 minutes. She found that her mind was much calmer than it had been in the past. She also found that she was more aware of her